Hey, if you're in your 40s, 50s, or 60s, do not skip this video. Watch it all the way through until the end. Okay, here's the thing. A lot of people in this age gap, they think they are, they're set, right? Because their careers are going well and they're going to have enough money to retire. Well, newsflash, most people are not going to have enough money to retire. You want to retire comfortably, at least $3, $4, $5 million in the bank by the time you retire or more. Otherwise, you're going to have a real retirement. In fact, most people can't even retire these days. Most people have to keep working until the day they die. Most people are broke. Most people live paycheck to paycheck. And most people are living on their credit cards. This is all real stuff. The world's getting more expensive. Jobs aren't paying that great. Most people have careers, right? And if that's you, keep watching, all right? Because I'm going to explain to you how I actually completely flipped it on its head when I realized that this is where I was heading career-wise. Now, my career was okay. Money was all right, but unless you're earning like top dollar, you're going to struggle. And so the only way to change that is not to get another job, not to buy a lottery ticket, and not to go gambling, because these are the worst things you can do. You have to find a way to replace your income vehicle. So how do you replace your income vehicle? So by the time you hit, 60, 65 years old, you're going to have millions of dollars in the bank so you can have a comfortable retirement, right? The only way to do that really is to start a business. But here's the problem. You start a traditional business like a franchise or a consultancy offline business, it's going to cost you at least $500,000 to $1 million. Most people don't have that lying around in your bank. You don't want to go to the bank and you don't want to take a loan and you don't want to pay them back 15, 20 years from now. It doesn't make sense, right? But starting a business, controlling your income is actually the smartest out of the rat race, and to live comfortably and of course retire comfortably when the time comes, right? So start a business, but do it online. Do it where it's affordable. Do it where there's a scale. Do it where there's automation, right? And so what I did, I market on the internet, and I learned to provide a service to people all over the world that have a problem that they're trying to solve, right? And if you can use social media to leverage millions of people, and I mean, think about this. You're on TikTok right now, right? And you might or might not be here in the US or maybe in another country. And that's okay, because this will work there too. And that's the cool thing about social media. I can literally be in a tiny little country and access millions of people all over the world, right? And you can do the same thing as well, okay? Now, once you find that audience, you can provide them with the system. That's how you generate commissions. And that's how you can slowly, right, do it on the side. And then eventually, once you get really good at it, it's probably going to overtake your salary, which is what it did for me eventually. And I made 5 times what my monthly salary was. And then I finally quit my full-time job. Okay, so now I never have to worry about money again. But a lot of people don't have that skill because they don't realize that there's another option, right? So go out there, learn to market, increase your skill set, stretch yourself beyond your 9 to 5. And that's how you're going to safeguard your future. Because a lot of people are stuck in a career that they think that's the only option. And there's so many other different ways to generate more wealth out there. You just have to look, okay? So if you're ready to do this, just comment ready, like this video. And if you want to learn the step-by-step, just follow me on my channel right here.